people, welcome back to my channel. It's Elesa, and today I have this very natural sun-kissed look for you guys. And I've just been loving to do this, add a very natural sun-kissed glow to my face, very effortlessly and very naturally. First of all, yes, I'm definitely wearing a shirt. I know it looks like I'm not, but I promise you I am. So to begin, I'm going to start with the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in the shade Radiance and pop this all over my face. This will kind of help get that glow on really easily. Next up, I'm going to go in with my Clinique Even Better Glow Foundation, and the shade that I'm using today is CN02 or Breeze. So I'm just going to pop this all over my face and use a beauty blender to blend that all in. Now it's time to cover up all of those little friends, and I've had so many friends pop up since I've moved to Australia. I'm not sure what my skin is doing, but it's going crazy, so we definitely need to cover those up. So today I'm going to be using the Clinique Airbrush Concealer. The shade that I'm using is number 4, Neutral Fair. And I'm just going to pop this under my eyes to really brighten those under eyes, and then cover up the excess zits that are literally all over my face. Now time to set the whole face. So I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Powder and my Laura Mercier Cheek Color Brush. I like that you can cover a lot of areas with the brush, and you also have a lot of control. So I'm going to use it all where I put my concealer and use the excess and just kind of brush it off on the rest of my face. Now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Matte Bronzing Powder. This is in number 1, and I'm going to start by defining my cheekbones. I'm going to just be using a Sephora angled brush for this. Because I am so fair, I can't start with a lot of heavy product. I have to work my way into it. So I'm going to start off lightly and actually at like the corner of my cheek and kind of buff it in first. And then once I have a nice solid layer, I just keep adding on top. And I'm going to take that bronzing powder and start with my temples and bring it all the way over my forehead just to give my face a nice solid glow. And again, I like to build this as I go. I like to start off slow, build, buff, and you'll have a really nice, flawless blend all over your face, and it'll look more like you do have a natural tan going on. So I'm going to use that same powder and a small eyeshadow brush and use that to actually contour my nose. I have a whole lot more control when I do it this way, and it just looks like a better, more natural blend. So I'm going to start by making a straight line down my nose and then connecting it to the tip of my nose, rounding it off to make it look like a little bit more petite, and then I'll use that product and connect it in my brow bone. So you want your eyebrows to connect to your nose because your nose does connect to your eyebrows. So be sure you don't forget that step. You want to make sure your nose is still part of your face. I'm gonna go do my brows and I will be right back. Now I'm gonna go in with my Naked Petite Heat Palette by Urban Decay, and the first shade that I'm going to be using is Inhale. And I'm just gonna apply this all over my lids, just to kind of have a nice base going on. Using a small smudge brush, I'm gonna go into the next shade over, and this is Vibrate. And I'm gonna buff this into my crease. And once I have a good solid color in my crease, I'm gonna buff that into my entire lid. Now time for my favorite shade. So I'm gonna go in with my Mercier Boheme Chic Eye Clay Palette. And I'm just gonna be using that second color. It's almost like a gold pinky color, but it's very high pigment. And I'm just gonna use my finger and pop it on the top part of my lid. Directly down in the shade below, it's just this light pink. I'm gonna pop that on my brow bones. Now I'm gonna go in with my Lorac Pro Contour kit, and I'm gonna be using the shimmer highlight to highlight the very inner corners of my eyes. This will brighten up your eyes, make them look a whole lot bigger, and it's just a really easy step to just brighten up your whole face. And I'm just gonna use a really nice and precise brush to do this. Can you tell I love Laura Mercier? Oh my gosh, she's definitely one of my favorite makeup brands. So I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier Face Illuminator, and this is in the shade Addiction. And to really get that kind of golden bronze goddess glow on, we're gonna pop this on the high points of our cheeks, a little bit on our nose, above our cupid's bow, and I just like to use the excess and pop it right under my brow bone, just to make sure that whole face is nice and glowy. So I just want to add a very natural color back to my lips. So we're going to be using the Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick, again by Laura Mercier, and this is in the shade Vibe. And just to top it all off, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier lip gloss, and this is in the shade Cosmic. This lip gloss is definitely not super glittery, and I love that. It looks very natural, and it just kind of ties the whole makeup look together, I think. That is it, you guys. This is this very natural sun-kissed glow. I am all about it. I love how natural it looks, and I love that I can kind of add a bit of a tan back to my face, even though I may not have one. So I hope you all found this very helpful, and you love this tutorial for yourself. And be sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next week.